Hello my fellow fasting friend, it's Jackie, and this week I'm excited to share with you about an app that I use called the Xero Fasting App. I'm sharing this because I've gotten actually a few questions on Instagram about the specifics of apps that I use, so I'm going to share with you today the Xero Fasting App and also the Renfo app in the future, because I use both of them and they are both free and a great tool in my toolbox when I fast. So I'm going to share with you all about the Xero app. I don't have any other apps to compare it to. I was suggested Xero from my friend. I started using it, I like it, and that's what I like to do. So that is the app that I use. So I'm going to just go through, and I'll actually have this up on my screen as we are doing this so it's easy. But you can see currently I am almost I almost have 24 hours in a fast. Today is an up day. I had a down day yesterday. I fast 24 hours before I break my fast. So after I film this, you know I'll be eating. But this is the screen that I keep as my home screen. And let's see here. This is my home screen, and now, I mean, I'm not going to show it to you like this every time, but I'm going to go through it from this point. This is on the timer button, but that's what I keep it at pretty much all the time. I don't really use much of the features of the app. I just really like the timer, but we're going to go through it now. So the timer has a button where I can end fast. You can also log how you're feeling. I don't do that. I'm not much of a journaler. I wish I was, but you can like graph how you're feeling, and I think they can show you trends of like the longer you fast, the more you say you're happy. I don't do any of that, but it's an option. There is also a paid version of this app. I don't use it. I think there are great features in the free version, and I get exactly what I need for free, and that's what I prefer. So there is an end fast and a start fast button. You can also share your progress to Instagram, texting, Facebook. I don't do any of that, but it is an option. There is a coach. You can get a plan and a coach. I don't do that. There's an explore button where you can explore challenges. I think this would be really fun if you had a lot of friends on a fasting app, but I really don't want my journey to be about anyone else. I'm doing this for myself, for my wellness and my health, and I'm not really needing the motivation. I would be happy to like be in ones with other people to motivate them, but I haven't explored like the competitions or challenges. Like this one right here as an example is a 30-day challenge where you have 4 20-hour fasts. Well, I fast 20 hours regularly, and it's just not something, I don't know, it's not something I've explored. I think it's cool, and I think that challenges are a great way to get people motivated and encouraged, but I already was motivated and encouraged right from the get-go reading Jin's book, so I just haven't experienced any. There is a learn tab, and I do want to get more into this, but there are videos like this one is Making Health Personal, a 3-minute doctor video. So there's a lot of different videos where they can give you some information. I have watched a few of them. I can't remember right off the bat, but there's ones on vitamins and supplements, fasting for weight loss, what you need to know about coffee and caffeine while you're fasting. Lots of different tools out there. So they're some of them are free, and some of them are only if you're a Plus member. Again, I'm not paying for the Plus membership, so I couldn't, for instance, watch the fasting and caffeine video. That's for Plus. It says Plus or not. So if you really get into the resources, that might be a reason to pay for it. And I know they have specials and sales, or when you sign up you can get special discount, but again, I'm not paying for the membership, but there is a lot of information out here. Learn, or there's a home button. So they're on home, they have challenges that are featured, they have popular content as far as information, and it's just kind of highlighting maybe what they're pushing or their popular content from Learn and Challenges. And finally, there is a Me tab. So the Me tab shows your name, any achievements. I have had, there's different badges that you can earn, which I think is pretty fun. I don't chase after them, but if I get notified that I have one, it's like, oh cool. So the ones that I like are the Milestone Badges. I've earned 5 fasts in a row, 10 fasts in a row, 25, 50, and 100. The next one will be 250 fasts. I haven't achieved that one yet. So that's how many total fasts, and then there's streaks, so how many you've done in a row. So I've done the 5, 10, 25, 50, and 100, but it just is a way to, again, gives you that motivation. You don't get to cash them in for anything. It's just something to pay attention to. But I've had 100 fasts in a row, and I plan to make that number much larger because I don't plan to ever stop. So the badge of honor, I've like had the Halloween fast. I fasted on Halloween. There was a national 16/8 where you fasted 16 hours and had an 8-hour eating window. That was on August 16th, 8/16. I probably didn't have an 8-hour fasting window, but I at least had a 16-hour fast. Strong start, that's starting strong, I guess. I don't really know how I achieved that. That was back in July. But there's different badges that they give you, and I think that's pretty cool. I think your challenges might earn you badges. Again, I've never done a challenge, but here, I'll show this again. Like, I'll actually pop up the screen. But under my profile, it says that I have 16 achievements. My total fast, I have 141 fasts. You'll probably see a different number. It shows the total fast that you've had, your 7 fast average. So my average for any given 7 days, my longest fast, my longest streak, my current streak, and my current weight. The weight I actually put in myself, so it doesn't sync up with my Renfo app. But under my profile, I can see my recent fasts. You can hit see more, and you can go back and look at all of your different fasts. So anyone that is gray is I didn't meet my goal. I have set my personal goal to 18 hours. I'll show you guys that, but you can hit the see all data, and it shares with you the exact day that you open and close your fasting window, how many hours you got. It's pretty nifty. There's also the total fasting hours. So not only by week, month, or year, you can see like at this given point, it's probably going to be different. So you can see I fasted this year over 3,000 hours. There are fasting time zones. You have to be a paid membership for that. I don't have that. The weight is, here is where you log in your weight. I didn't log my weight right from the get-go. So that is not something that automatically feeds in here. You have to log your weight. No big deal. Fasting hours versus weight. If you are regularly fasting and regularly inputting your weight and then your paid membership, you can do that, but I haven't ever done that either. You can track your sleep. I don't do that. And then there's the correlation between your fasting hours and your sleep. Again, that's for paid members. I don't have that. The same thing with your resting heart rate. If you input your resting heart rate, which I don't do, you can see the correlation between your fasting hours and your resting heart rate. I don't monitor my heart rate, and I don't have the paid membership, but it is something you can do. So that's under my profile, and then there's the calendar. I think this is pretty nifty, go in and look at a calendar shot view and see what days are green, what days were gray, where I met or didn't meet my fasting goal. And I think it's a pretty cool app. Again, it's totally free. It's called the Xero app. I'll also pop up here what it looks like when you're searching. I have an Apple, so this is what it looks like for Apple, but it's free on iTunes. I know that for sure. I can't promise for Samsung, so if you have a different, like a Galaxy or Note or something, I don't even know what they're called, I can't promise to you, but I know that it is available on Apple iTunes for free. So it's one of the many things that I use that I think help me be successful as I'm fasting, and you should definitely check it out. I highly recommend it if you are tracking. The one thing it doesn't track, and it doesn't matter to me, is I don't track my eating window. I track how much I fast. So it's important to me that I fast at least 18 hours every time I fast. Other than that, I don't really worry about the hours that my window's open. If you want that, the Fast app does not track that. It tracks the actual time that you're fasting. It does not track the eating window, so that could be a downfall and maybe something that doesn't work for you. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know below if you use the Xero app, or if there's another app that you absolutely love. Feel free to share that in the comments below. I will also be sharing my Renfo app, and if that is out when you're watching this, it will be linked right here, and you can check out the app that I use for weight tracking. It's Bluetooth and it goes right to my scale, so check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Chow down and ciao.